Hello, this is Matt, and it's been the last time I recorded my 5BX plan was chart 1, level A plus, and YouTube is telling me I recorded that on March 29th. So it's been roughly 3 months, and now I'm at the top of chart 2 of A plus, and it took me three months to get there because I did have a minor injury. I had a little irritation in my calf muscle. I don't know if it's from the exercises or for running, but or from skateboarding. But what a friend told me that when running in place, you can simply kind of run a little more flat-footed instead of on your toes. And then when I learned that, I continued it. But I did have to backtrack a little bit on chart 1 and rebuild my stamina for it. So basically the levels, there's 6 charts and there's 12 levels on each chart, and for my age range it recommends spending about a week on each chart. On chart 1 I progressed really fast. On this one I did kind of follow the standards of the standards of about a week per level. And this is exercise 1, and it's looking over, I kind of do it slow, but it's it's a good stretch, and it's basically there's 5 exercises in the Royal Canadian Air Force, and each one has a purpose. And this one's kind of a warm up, and it's good, I guess. With my plant-based diet, in January and February I lost a lot of weight. I went from 196 or even a little higher to 177, and it seems like the past 2 months I've kind of stayed at 180, but that's a decent weight. It's I still have some improvement to make. I still have a little bit of gut that I like to get rid of. So, but I think the video from the 1950s, the promo of the 5BX, I'll put that in the comments on the YouTube page. And also, this is the PDF is free online too, if anyone wants to know. But and that sort of silly video that's definitely dated from the 50s, it says that a little bit of rigorous exercise is better than intense exercise once a week. So that's what I like about it. I kind of do something each day, and I'm not too worried about how it says you're supposed to do it within 11 minutes exercise, and I'm doing it more about 12 minutes, and that's okay. And also I think the gender where it says that where it has exercise for men and women might be dated, and the age range, people in the 40s, I think now a lot of older people are exercising quite a bit and running marathons and stuff. So I think that there's some people that are in their 40s that are in the best shapes of their lives. So I think that might be dated, but it's still a good exercise. And I kind of wish I learned it earlier, because I guess I've always been a skateboard enthusiast, and in my teens and 20s I was a runner, and I had marathon aspirations, but I kind of one winter, it must have been 2001, the Toledo Marathon is in April of most years, so it's kind of a weird time where you have to do your long runs. If you're running for a marathon, you have to do it in winter. And one winter I ran through a blizzard, and then I went with some friends, and I chain smoked cigarettes and had a lot of beer, and I got sick. And actually that thing I was going to visit my sister in Brooklyn, and I did, and I was sick the whole time, and I was going to run the Brooklyn half marathon at that time to prepare for the Toledo Marathon. And I didn't do it, and I remember not being able to talk because I had such a sore throat. But actually that kind of hurt my my running. I just have never been consistent since then, but I always try to get back into it. And also with the gym, I used to try to lift weights and swim and stuff, but I always would do it for a month or two and then just stop. So it's I'm glad I kind of kept consistent with it. And this book, the Royal Canadian Air Force 5BX plan, it says in the introduction that it might take 6 to 9 months to get to your fitness level. So I think I've been doing it for about 4 or 5 months, maybe about 4. So I think that I just keep doing it, and I think I'll get to where I want to be fitness level. And my main, I won't lie, I do want to look good, so it's part of the reason to get into shape, but I also want to skateboard better. And with that, I just kind of need to do more skating. But I think that the coronavirus really kind of deterred that, and because there's a lot of factors that they closed the skate parks, so I had to find places to skate, and mostly by myself. So I just got kind of, anyone that skates, I mean, it's just funner to do it with your friends and with people to sort of encourage you while you try things and stuff. So I didn't do as much skating as I wanted to since March, really. And I also I got a new board, and I didn't like the grip tape. It was a different brand, a different, more grain, just a different feel to it. And I always got kind of frustrated when I was skating. And also, like, people didn't really know how the virus spread, so I worried about if somebody spits on a curb, and then like 20 minutes later I fall on that curb, would I get coronavirus? So it's kind of a lot of things going on where it's kind of limited skating, plus kind of almost paranoia about how safe it was. And also, I did get kind of a cold, like sore throat, like in March and April, so that kind of set me aside. But I've been able to do the 5VX plan pretty regularly, and I think it's it's good. I'm going to continue it, and I think that that the major test is, like, I'm going to go back to work soon. It's a logical plan. It's going to be only 2 days on site, but eventually I will be working 5 days a week on site, and my goal is to be able to be disciplined enough to wake up early enough to do these exercises, and then have a full work day, and then maybe skate after work. And that corny video from the 50s, I'll definitely put that in the comments, the promo video for this. It just doing something regular. And then it also recommends doing exercises in addition to this. So it says sports are good, but not everyone can do sports. But I have a sport, I have skateboarding. So my goal is to do this every morning, and then to skateboard during the day. And I guess in other news, I've been reading a lot. For work, I've been doing a virtual book club and reading once a week. So I think with exercise and staying sober, staying healthy, I think I'll have made improvements in this. And with it, I'm doing the voiceover on my phone, so I'm editing this on my phone, and it doesn't tell you how much longer you have left. But I just wish I kind of did this years ago, because for years I was trying to do aerobic, like running a lot or going to the gym, or trying to not really being consistent with exercise. And I think that's the main thing about all exercise. It doesn't matter how good you are or how well you can do it. Like, if you just do it sporadically, it's not going to work, but if you do it most days of the week, it will. So I think it doesn't matter if you run or if you swim or if you do calisthenics. It's just consistency is most important. Like, I remember in my parents' old neighborhood in Ohio, there's this older guy who would run every day, and then I would see him when I was running, and then when I go back to visit, I'd still see him running in the neighborhood. And that's the goal, is to be fitness for life. And there are people much older than me that are in good shape and skateboard good, and there's no reason why I can't have that. I just need to be more consistent than I was in the past. And but I don't know when this is going to end. I think it's probably ending soon, but yeah. And also I've been writing more, so I wrote a short story. I finished typing out my novel draft, so I think that getting a healthy lifestyle, and also I've been eating a plant-based diet, and I've actually gotten meals delivered, 10 meals for every 2 weeks. So those things I just heat up in the microwave or the oven or the stove top, and I think it make grocery shopping much easier. So yeah, I've been doing a lot. It's kind of, there are some, it feels like it's been kind of isolated, but I think everyone is right now. So I was kind of thinking of comparing this to my own mental illness and episode in 2016 and Storm Sandy, but this is kind of a unique thing. It's not really comparable on the personal level for me. So I think, it's just, I think it's now time to kind of recharge and figure out, you have plenty of time to think about what you want to do in the future and where you want to be and stuff, and just kind of be thankful for, being okay during this time. And I think that this is an easy exercise program. It does get, in the first chart, it seems the progression seems so slow. It seems like, it's because the way it is, the 5 exercises, like the first one, it says do 2 of each, and so it's nowhere near, you only do exercises for like 3 minutes, but it does build up. And then once you get to, I probably won't film again until I get to the top of chart 3. And okay, it's finally finished. All right, so cheers and have a good one.